Hello everyone, welcome to the Upfront. Today we want to draw your attention to the unfolding situation in Bangladesh. A situation that bears striking similarities to the chaos that gripped Sri Lanka just 2 years ago. Both nations are experiencing the dark side of the governance where corruption and dictatorial tendencies have sown the seeds of unrest and upheaval. Sri Lanka's economic collapse led to widespread protest, and while Bangladesh's economy remains more stable, the country is now facing its own crisis under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Sheikh Hasina has ruled Bangladesh for 4 consecutive terms since 2009. During this time, human rights activists have raised alarms over her government's increasing crackdown on opposition voices. If there had been a stronger opposition party, the situation in Bangladesh might have been different. Instead, we have witnessed a nation where the opposition have been silenced in parliament, leaving the streets as the only platform for dissent. This situation has led to tragic consequences. Hundreds of young people have lost their lives at the hands of police. A grim reminder that when democratic institutions are weakened or corrupted, civil unrest becomes inevitable. In Bangladesh, inequality has been a key driver of this unrest. A controversial reservation policy has fueled dissatisfaction, particularly among students, leading to massive protests across the country. The policy in question reserved 30% of government jobs for the families of those who participated in the 1971 Liberation War. Over time, this policy sparked impatience within the middle class as talented and economically disadvantaged students found themselves deprived of opportunities. The Supreme Court eventually reduced this reservation from 30% to 5%, but by then the damage was done. The fires of protests had already spread. As these protests intensified, the army found itself hesitant to act against its own people. The result was the ousting of Hasina from power, but this victory for the people also left Bangladesh democracy in a precarious state. The army played a significant role in Hasina's downfall, and now the future of Bangladesh hinges on whether the military will support the restoration of democracy. The world is watching closely, particularly India, which has historical ties to Bangladesh liberation. India played a crucial role in Bangladesh independence, and today it must carefully navigate its response to the current situation. There is already tension between India and its neighbors Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka due to accusations of interference in their internal affairs. A misstep in Bangladesh could further strain these relationships. Moreover, there is a growing discontent in Bangladesh towards India, especially since Prime Minister Modi came to power. This discontent has created an opportunity for China to extend its influence in the region. As Bangladesh stands at this critical juncture, India must tread carefully to avoid alienating the Bangladeshi people and to maintain stability in the region. Finally, there are important lessons for us to learn from the political developments in Bangladesh. Inequality, when left unchecked, breeds rebellion. In India, we must ensure that reservation policies are effectively implemented to benefit those who truly need them. Additionally, we must be cautious in how we address dissent within our own country. Sheikh Hasina's mistake was to label protesting students as terrorists on road and believe that military force could suppress their voices. As we reflect on Bangladesh's current state, let us remember that the health of a democracy depends on its ability to listen to its people, address their grievances, and uphold justice for all. The events in Bangladesh should serve as a mirror for India, reminding us of the potential consequences of ignoring the voices of the oppressed. Thank you.